welcome back to the program. It's still the platform, the pinnacle of all discussion. We are looking at the Judicial Panel of Inquiry for Asset Recovery, inaugurated by Governor Alex Otti yesterday. And that particular panel is headed by Honorable Justice Duro Haigwe, retired. Well, you've had the position of the Special Advisor to the Governor on Strategic Communication, Prince Okekam, said they are not going to witch hunt anybody, but just do the needful to make sure that government properties and funds were recovered. Well, I have here in the studio with me the APC Publicity Secretary, Comrade Oke. You are now a chief. Chief Oke Ezala. Welcome. Good morning. It's been ages. Yes. Before the election, nobody saw you. After the election, nobody saw you. And this is my first time of meeting you. Good morning.
Yeah,
welcome.
Good morning, my very good friend.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Okay. Now, we are looking at the issue of this panel of inquiry set up to recover government properties in private individuals' hands. And we are saying, is this the appropriate time to do that? Remember, so many people say that this particular move is going to be a kind of distraction for this particular government if they continue this way. There are so many issues that the government ought to be looking at: payment of salaries, infrastructural development, health, and the rest of them. But they said, the governor yesterday said, nothing for the people to work with, because obviously most of the properties of government were carted away by the previous government. What's your reaction to that?
Well, first, let's not lose sight of the mood of the day, which is Eid celebration. So let me also join other well-meaning Nigerians to wish Muslims across the globe very happy and successful Eid celebrations. And having said that, coming to the issue of Abia State, I think it's most uncharitable for anyone to think that you can send someone to an errand and also deprive the person of the means to its success. You just mentioned several sectors of the Abia economy that needs government attention. And the first thing that comes to mind is, with what should a sensible and reasonable government pay salaries? With what should the government develop Abia? Build infrastructures, which are almost in comatose state now. So that brings the economic question: where is Abia money? And it is that question, I believe, that is necessitating the setting up of this panel of inquiry, which is long overdue. Yes, emphasis on that, because if the successive administrations since 1999 had done what Mr. Alex Otti summoned courage to do now, we wouldn't be in this very state.
So obviously, your party is very much in tune with what the present governor is doing.
Listen, this thing, Abia redemption, Abia development goes beyond party affiliation. It is what any man or woman of goodwill should stand firmly for. You see, in life, we must come to a stage where you must stand for something. Otherwise, you keep falling for whatever you see on your way. All Abians, especially the All Progressives Congress, stood and is still standing for the development of Abia. And that explained all the hullabaloo you had with people struggling with the structure of the party and all that over time. Because people, men and women within the ranks of the APC, were as much eager as Dr. Alex Otti to develop Abia. And that is why, of course, in recent time you had a lot of things in the party, people struggling to get the ticket of the party. But thank God that the prayers are ultimately answered in the person of Dr. Alex Otti, who is on board now. The elections are held, the elections are concluded, and he is on board, whether you like it or not, whether it is your candidate that won or not. He is the man on the saddle now. What do you expect from well-meaning Abians? In fact, the first thing to prove that you truly love Abia is to give support for the search, recovery, and judicial use of Abia resources. As we speak, there is no enough money within the coffers of the state government to even pay basic salaries. I'm not talking about allowances. And you have huge sums of money. Okay, let me also use this medium now to tell the members of this panel, in case they don't receive my memorandum, to tell them that they should beam their searchlight on Asepa deck.
Okay.
They should beam their searchlight. In fact, before Asepa deck, they should go to Asepa. Over 600 billion naira have been spent on Asepa in the last 8 years. I didn't say 6 billion. 600 billion.
Do you have your facts covered?
Of course. On each local government, only Aba and Umahi alone, the government has spent over 400 billion naira on Asepa. Now hear this. How much does Asepa generate to the coffers of the state government? Of course, you can tell. Our listeners can tell better if there is a commensurate work done on the sanitation of Abia cities.
So are you going to present...
From Asepa to Asepa deck, from Asepa deck, now let me shock you, to Abia Line, Abia Transport Company. It's almost come up, it's moribund as we speak. Before, during Dr. Ojikalo and of course in the first beginning of the Fourth Republic, you had branches in Lagos, Abuja, in fact 3 branches in Lagos, 2 branches in Abuja, in Benin, in Port Harcourt. Abia Line is almost dead now. With all the huge sums of money Abia commuters have been paying. Then from Abia Line, you come to the agro companies, Cocoa and Forestry Reserve, I don't know. You see, Abia's story is very pathetic. And I pray that God gives Dr. Oti the courage. Of course, he had started on a good footing. The courage to fight this to the last. Corruption is already fighting back. Just like Dr. Konjiwala would always say. That is not just easy to fight corruption. Because when you fight corruption, corruption will fight you back with all the militating factors. They use the social media, go on Facebook, go places, you see people, talking trash as though they are not Abians themselves. And let me shock you, these are the same youth, the same people who have not done anything meaningful to the growth of Abia economy. A man who has never produced anything before, who had never processed or supplied any product or services in Abia State, is busy supporting those who have looted Abia dry. Now, this is where it beckons on men and women of goodwill to stand up.
Okay.
Irrespective of your political party.
Now, hold on. So, the APC, are you going to be presenting your own memo to this panel since they have been set up and they've been inaugurated yesterday? Are you going to be, you've mentioned so many areas you want this panel to look at. You said Asepa Deck, Asepa, Abia Line, and the rest.
And the rest. About 11.
It's not enough for you to say all these things. You need to back it up with evidence.
That is why.
So are you presenting a memo?
Yes, I've already done a 61-page memorandum.
Okay.
Yes.
Which you are going to forward
just yesterday after the inauguration.
So it appears.
So and I know there are a lot of Abians from different walks of life who are interested in this. It is not just about recovering the stolen monies. No, it is also bringing Abia to its leadership position in the Committee of States. Let me tell you the truth. Over 80% of Abians abroad are ashamed of this state. I'm here to get someone, a caller, a listener, when anybody in our audience who will tell me that he steps out of this place to Dubai, to Lagos, to Abuja, and he can proudly say, I'm from Abia State. The first thing that resonates on your face is bad infrastructure, bad governance, backwardness. And this is what All Progressives Congress stood firmly against, that made us struggle to have the grip of the leadership stool of the state. But thankfully, God is infinite mercy also gave it to another comrade.
Okay, so I will come to that, but let us still stay on this issue. You've seen some of the decisions taken so far by this present government. Yes. I would like you to make an assessment of what you think about this particular decisions made by the present government in the last 1 month, especially in the area of verification of Abia workforce. The government appears they are not really comfortable with the overbloated number of workforce we have in Abia State. Hence, they are doing verification, saying that there are so many ghost workers I think they started paying June's salary just as the governor actually promised during his inauguration. Now, do you subscribe to the issue that the governor should prune down the number of workers we have in Abia State to enable him pay salary, or should he now, accommodate everybody and see a way he can as well, pay these salaries?
You see, you don't sell a dog to buy cat or to buy a donkey. We cannot be talking about recovering our stolen monies and setting Abia on the, on the very pedestal of development, and you will now be seriously funding from the onset of your administration ghost workers. Let me tell you, by the time this exercise is concluded, you will realize that over 40% of the assumed or the supposed workforce of Abia State does not exist. There is hardly a ministry you go to today that one director or his assistant or his deputy does not have up to 20 fictitious names in the system who receive salaries. Don't worry, the result of this exercise will come out. It happened in Anambra. My friend, Engineer Chris Azubok, of course, was the consultant, and I assisted him. We made sure by the time we were done, over 40% of the workforce we are non-existent. Okay, come. You say you are Mr. Chidebere Okale. Okay, come. You are Mr. Chris Okonkwo. Come. And at the end of the day, you don't see, in the hall, you just see 20 people. In one MDA, in one agency. Now hear this. There is hardly an Abia worker today that does not have 4 to 5 different businesses they run in the state. Let me also go further to tell you that 90% of them are also contractors to the same ministry that they are working in.
You are making serious allegations.
Very serious.
Chief, do you have evidence to all these things you say? Because it's not enough for you to say, though you've not mentioned any name, but you're just, making allegations. Can you back this up with facts?
Let me tell you. You see, what is fact? Fact is what is investigated to be true. Fact is not what you show on a piece of paper. So let's just get to a point about this fact of it. Is what you investigate and find out to be true. Then it will not be fact after investigation and it is not true. So as we speak, let that exercise be concluded and you'll be marveled. Then you will now understand that even the civil service is not just over bloated. It is a conduit pipe that has existed over the past 23 years since 1999. I don't want to talk about the aborted 93 Republic, the Third Republic. But since 1999, if you know what has been recycling, once a new government comes, the same officers rush to the new government to be retained. What are they rushing for? Let me tell you, I'm not even exonerating the head of service. So nobody thinks that you run from Ojikalu to TA, from TA to Ikpazan, from Ikpazu you rush to LSOT, and that makes you innocent. I am not exonerating him. And if he thinks he can come clear on this, let us start from today.
Well, those are your opinions anyway. Now, let's talk about the issue. You said your party, you fielded a candidate, Ikechi. So if your party actually, you are in tune with what this present government has been doing, yes, why are you still challenging the outcome of that election? Since obviously it's even implementing what you should have done, if you had won that election.
You see, we shouldn't be playing politics with bitterness and rancor. At least not in Abia State. If politics should be what it ought to be, then it should be run on principles. It should be run based on the interest, the developmental interest of the state. And there is a point to, just like my Lord, the justices of the Supreme Court will always say, that the justice does not only go to you, the applicant, it also goes to the state. So in other words, there is a justice you will look for even in Supreme Court. If that your justice will jeopardize the situation, the survival, the going concern of Nigeria, they will deny you your justice and make sure Nigeria remains together. That is a long-standing principle in the Supreme Court that a lot of people out there don't know. And that is when some matters go up there, you'll be disappointed at the judgment given. So when we talk about things, you must understand that it's not just about your interest as a citizen or as an Abian. It's also about the interest of Abia as a state. And as we speak now, is there a paradigm shift from the norm? The answer is yes. Now, more importantly, are Abians, the voters, happy? You know the answer. The answer is a capital yes. They are happy for this change. They are happy that the principles, the standard, the manifestos of the All Progressives Congress, the manifestos of the Labour Party, and the manifestos of all these, the synergized political forum over time have come to fruition. It's manifesting now.
If that's the case, why are you still challenging the outcome of that election?
But that does not also foreclose individual perspective of every election. That is the beauty of democracy.
So that's the perspective.
You may be doing what I want as a governor. You may be implementing my own manifesto as a governor. But at the same time, you may not also be the winner of that election. So while I'm happy with what you are doing, while I commend you, while I support you, I also have a constitutional right to seek redress in court. Because I feel
that's the personal perspective of your candidate.
That is a personal perspective.
And not that of the party. Okay. I think we'll get to that. It's time for us to open the phone lines for you to actually make your own contributions on the show. The numbers to call are 080-8182-6949 or 0811-605-2949. You can also send your SMS on 090-651-08-289. This is the platform, the pinnacle of all discussion. Hello, good morning.
My disciples, take your blessings.
Welcome.
You are blessed. I love you with a passion.
Thank you. Welcome.
Olubu. Call a spade, the revolution is global. I will give Flesem International Lomwaya. Our guests, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you, my dear.
Yes, I want to thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And I want to thank the journalists. That's why I like flow. This is radio, apart from radios. That's why I have serious love for the journalists in this station. The pictures is falling on you, and I love it. One, I want to say probing and probing. It may come as total distraction. Because you have to say, people like us will follow you up. You have to start from 1999. Because a lot of political atrocities happened from 1999. So if you are probing the 88, I wonder what you mean. Let me tell us, as far as I'm concerned, I will never clap out for any distraction from this approach. Because you should start moving your own government with your style of good governance immediately you enter office. Again, let me tell you, sir, I am always against anybody looting and stealing any property, whether somebody's personal property or government. I am against that because I'm called a state apostle.
Okay, wrap up.
Lastly, sir, on the APC man, the position came to me very high, I like it. You have already agreed that APC never passed that election in Abga, in Abga State. Again, somebody from APC should not talk against corruption.
Okay. All right.
We know what they have
Thank
done
you.
to us.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your contributions there. Hello, good morning. 080-8182-6949 or 0811-605-2949. Can also send your SMS at 090-651-08-289. Hello, good morning. Good morning, thank you. Welcome.
That man's India is blessed. God will continue blessing him.
God will thank
the
you.
first speaker. My name is Excellent. I want to contribute excellently. See, you don't abort pregnancy before getting pregnant. You cannot buy fufu for another man's soup. What Alessio is doing, that is to say that man there has control. See, let me tell you, I always say that when you are with fake, you cannot know the difference between fake and original. Original embrace original. That man now knows that original has come. Abia jubilated that 3 days. Somebody that died raised from the dead on that jubilation day. Yeah? The people walked that very day. That is to tell you that those people that have stolen our property, those things are retrievable. And I'm a prophet by calling. I've been prophesying. You have seen all of them. I've joined in level now. Even the commissioners, they only say, I can defeat us, they send them. They are now Captain Saleh Soti. They don't see, even all the special advisors, all the commissioners, all the cars that are riding, government property, those things are retrievable. The government should go for those things. That's 6 months they are saying. This is 6 months is far. Now, they just did those things, all the commissioners, all the special all those.
All right, wrap up.
Go to government properties. They are retrievable. They have to get them.
All right.
Whether from Uzbaba,
Thank you.
Kingdom, all of them get those things, and that all after. For Christ's sake.
Thank you.
That's what I need to started.
Thank you.
Might begin with the step. We will see positive things.
Thank you.
All of you, remain blessed.
Thank you so much, and God bless you too. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Minister.
Good morning. Welcome.
I'm calling from Mumbai.
Okay, welcome, Chinedum.
My brother, I think I support every move by this present administration to recover everything that has to do with other states, but especially those people that have been involved in looting illegally, taking things that belong to this state. It has kept this state backward. My advice is just for the extension of this code. Let it not just end with this immediate past administration. Let it be expensive so that it will not look as if the witch hunt. Let it be expensive, then let it also be comprehensive. Because if you just like that, we can get a positive result. We shouldn't end with the media. Adrians will still want to know how much has been recovered, who and who have been involved in this kind of mess, so that it will serve as a deterrent to whoever that will take over public office tomorrow in Abia State, so that we know that we will still be held accountable. Finally, on this issue, I think the government is still, just as they have inaugurated this committee, should focus on delivering good dividends of democracy to Adians. God will continue to help them because it's not going to be easy on their side. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Thank you so much. May God bless you. Now let's go over to our SMS line. This one is coming from Ojuka. Kigwe says it's very callous for public officers to cut away government assets under whatever guise. The panel should divest them of such loot. The panelists are above board and will do a good job. Thank you so much, Ojuka there. This one said the panel should not compromise. Whoever that looted Abia State Fund should be made to face the law for prosecution. Chikan Narom in Mukabia in Abia State. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see if we can take another call now. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning. Move away from your radio set, please.
Okay, thank you. I'll move away.
Okay, go ahead.
My name is John Mary Walker. It is sometimes I...
Where are you calling us from?
Where questions are being posed to the visitors. Because we are all Akians. We know what is happening. If the present governor is able to pay salary this June, is it not very clear that our money has been stolen? By that other federal government gave money for people to be paid. We have internal general revenues. But yet, people were owed several months. Does somebody need to be told that somebody has stolen our money? It doesn't even need investigation and whatever because we are all agents. We are all affected. So I'm supporting that investigation should be carried on and those found culpable should be held responsible and let the money of agents be returned. And whoever that is advocating that it is a distraction is an enemy to agents.
Okay, thank you.
And that person must have been involved in the looting of Agia property. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling us there. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Peter.
Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, sir. Thank you, sir. This is Mr. Eze Nikalo, first from Abiyan local government area and home of hospitality.
All right.
Concerning the issue at hand of a truth the issue of looting of government property is highly condemnable. I condemn that act with a very big star. It is very, very bad. It's criminal for one who has been in a government office, who has the opportunity to serve in a public office. At the end of the day, you want to take advantage to go away with properties that does not belong to you, that belongs to government. And I thank our pragmatic governor, Alex Otti'S, so much for setting up that committee. Let them look into the matter, let them investigate thoroughly and fish out those people that are involved and do the needful. Let them face the consequences. Even those people that have been saying that it should start from 1999. No, I don't buy that idea. My opinion is that they should start from that place. Alex Otti'S asked them to start from 2015 to 2023. Because going back to 2019, it will be very cumbersome. This panel that are investigating into this matter. Let them do a thorough investigation and bring those people to book to make sure they recover every property of this government they have looted, and to make sure that those people that are involved, they face the due consequences. They should not go costly, so that it can serve as a deterrent to every other public office holder. Anybody that is serving in any public office should be very, very careful and be careful, knowing fully well that at the end of the day, when we are leaving office, we should leave all those properties intact. Now, our governor is now finding it difficult, and working with him, and they are finding it difficult to deliver the dividend of the democracy. So discharge their duties, because all those documents, all the necessary things they need to start off is not there.
Thank you.
It's very, very bad. The government is continuing, so they don't want the progress and the success of this state.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay,
thank you so much. I think you should allow others contribute. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Dineka.
Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, the guest in the studio.
Good morning. Thank you.
My name is Obedient Child. If I got it done, I'm calling from Momo and Wino.
Okay.
I want to thank the first speaker, the first person you praised, Tano, for what he said about the panel set by the governor of Otti'S, Dr. Choma Alex Otti'S. And also thank the guests in the studio with the spokesman of APC, what they said about Otti'S State. Two of them said it all. What I saw in Aba, in Park Aba this week, I was surprised. The kind refuse in Park in Aba took the 2 lane in Aba. But the governor now, the present governor, as of yesterday, work is going on there. So I want to tell the panel, let them set the whistleblower. It would help to recover other state property. Let them bring out a whistleblower. There is some of the commissioners and some of the SA to the governor who took other state properties, which maybe the panel will not find out. But with whistleblower, they will recover all those things. It will help us, it will help the panel to recover other state properties. Let them, if they will put a ransom for any whistleblower, you see all those things will come out. So let them help us and put a whistleblower so that all our other, look at other states. Like the spokesman said there, we cannot go out other states and be proud of your state, other states. I can never go to Akwa or Cross River or Bayelsa to say I'm from other states because there is no good road, there is no nothing. So let them set a panel of whistleblower. Thank you, Mr. Gineka.
Thank you so much for calling in there. Okay, to our Facebook page, Chinedu Joseph said, Dr. Alex Otti'S is on the right track. Some weeks back, I said to someone who said trying to recover looted funds and government properties as a distraction, that a governor can set a committee that can handle the recovery. I never knew this was coming. I can tell you for free, the names that made up the list are men and women of impeccable character who will leave no stones unturned. This is the right steps in the right direction. Thank you so much. Chinedu Mukafa said the inauguration of the Judicial Panel of Recovery of Looted Funds and Property is a nice move by the present administration and will set a reform and a transparent precedent in government. For me, it should be comprehensive and extensive to all the past administrations. Abians will still want to know the outcome. Those that are involved, coupled with the properties and funds recovered, it is not going to be easy, but God will help you. Thank you very much. Okay. Voice of Umbise said, good morning, everyone in the studio. OT mandating recovery plan to recover all looted government properties is a welcome development. He should expedite action and recovering and probing them, because past administration led by Bazu did more harm than good to Otti'S. That's your opinion anyway. Okay, let's see from other people what they are saying as regards to this. Okay, okay, Iken Nawachuku said, okay, you're technical in that question. Well, thank you. Emmanuel Chikeze, Abia Line Network Company need government intervention. Workers are owed 3 years salary arrears. Former GM did well by paying basic salary for the months he spent there. Thank you so much for that information. Now, Obed Chiney said, good morning to your guest. Since the interest, happiness, and we've been of the general... Okay, I'm just struggling to make the meaning of what you just posted there. But you said that you think that Abia APC members and their governorship candidates should support and encourage OT to change the narrative of the state and bring the positive change and development we all desire. Thank you so much. Well, I think, okay, it's time for us to leave the studio. Many people said they should start this particular investigation from 1999. But from what Prince Okekano said, he started, this particular panel will start from 2015 till date. What's your take?
Yeah, that is okay. Because from 2015 till date is still okay, because time may not permit to commence the panel investigation from 1991 when Abia was created. Okay. So from 2015 is okay up to date, because let me tell you, it is within this time this timeline that the highest money came from Abuja. It is within this same timeline that we had the highest crude sales within the country. Asopadec received the best, the highest within this time. Asepa received the highest. Check all the money going into these agencies. They received the highest within this. So it is a well-targeted timeline. 2015 to 2023, I can assure you over a trillion naira will be recovered.
Thank you so much. The APC Publicity Secretary, Comrade Chief Ezala. Thank you so much, and congratulations, you just got married.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. And to all of you who called in, who sent in your SMS, thank you so much. May God bless you. Sincere thanks to Wheezy, Charles, and Stanko, the guys behind the camera. And to my producer, Samson Eze. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. My name is Ginika Olua. We'll keep preaching here. Let's make Abia great. Also, let's make Nigeria better. I'll see you again. Good morning.